Yo, hope everyone's doing well. It is my birthday. I'm turning 23. I think it'd be a good way to kind of pass on knowledge, pass on 22 things that I find are really important to know and apply to my life. Particular order of importance, it's kind of all over the place. And for this whole list, I don't want to speak like an all-seeing, all-knowing guy. This is all like all my other videos just going about from my own experience. So let's get going. Number one, not everyone will like you. This is something that you'll have to get over fast enough once you grow up. That's just a fact. It's impossible to please everyone. Just go about your life respecting others, but don't act a certain way for anyone. This one's kind of hard for some people, especially in or coming out of high school. You want everyone to like you. You want to be the cool guy. You want a lot of friends. You cannot get along with someone, but still, you don't have to show them hate for all that. Obviously, there's some people that you'll be forced to spend time with or get along, right? So try your best. It's okay to fake a little bit for that respect, as in be courteous and show a bit of interest. Like I said, with coworkers, if they're starting a conversation with you, you don't have to just blank face them the whole time. Obviously, carry a little bit of that banter or whatnot, but I would say don't force something if it's not there. Number two, I can't emphasize this one enough. They do say, and it's true, that time goes by faster the older you get. And you shouldn't take advantage of everything. Little moments, like wrote here, even moments as small as a conversation with a friend or loved one. Be in that moment. So it's easy today. We all have these, right? We're distracted by our screens, our phones. But when you're spending time with someone, especially someone that you don't see often, or that they are taking time out of their day, out of their busy schedule to see you, really do try to appreciate that moment and be there as much as you can. Number three kind of goes along with the last one. It's kind of a similar point, but appreciate your family, especially the ones close to you, the ones who were there for you when you needed it the most, the ones that raised you as a child, showing you unconditional love and care. This one can be a little iffy for people because I know not everyone's close with their close family, their mom, their dad, let alone their entire family. I'm lucky enough that my parents are still together, loving. I couldn't thank them enough. I wouldn't be the man I am today if it wasn't for everything they've done for me. Grandparents as well, right? I'm very close. I'm lucky enough to have both my grandmas still with me today. And when I'm back home, even when I'm not here, I try to talk to them as much as I can. I try to give them calls. Every time I'm back home, I try to visit both of them if I'm able to. I do everything in my power. My folks, I text them every 2-3 days. I call my mom at least once a week, talk to my dad. I really do think it's important, and it does almost ground you and reminds you of where you're from. I find when you do talk to your family. Family love and family in general is very, very underrated and important. Number four, don't rush. You have your whole life. This applies to a lot of things, and I actually added this one in a little later. But I do think it's important to talk about, especially for people with the whole hustle culture nowadays and people our age with social media. You see people successful millionaire at 16, 18, and then you're 18 to 20, 22, whatever, and you're seeing that like, man, I'm broke coming out of college. Like, what am I doing with my whole life? And this can be related, like I said, to making money, finding a career, your love, your partner, your passion. It's all just to say there's no right or wrong time, but good things do take time. So this is just a fact. There's people that change their careers, that only start getting money, become rich in their 40, 50, 60s. There's a lot of people my age right now. They're like, oh, I'm 25, man, and I still don't know what I'm doing. That's fine. It's just a fact that there is a lot of pressure on the young folk. And even like I said, if you're 40, you still don't know what you're doing, it's fine. There's people that, it's a fact. People have started new lives, new careers. They go back to school, started companies, gotten rich at 40, 50, like midlife. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter your age. As long as you have that will, the dream, you can make it. It is never too late. Ever. Stop telling yourself that, please. Number five. Okay, this one almost ties in with the last point. I'm not going to lie. It's very similar. There is no such thing as the perfect time. This one's a good one, though. Too many times, many of us are afraid to do that thing that we've been thinking about for a long time. And I know when I'm reading that, a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about in your life that you've been putting aside. Just talking about it, not taking action. But whether take that action, leave or take that job that you've been afraid to do, that leap of faith, talk to that person, whether it's a conversation you need to have with family, friends, whatnot, talk to your crush, whatever, do something you've been putting off for a while, take that trip, etc. Life is way too short to procrastinate. You gotta do more than you think. If you think about it too long, if you keep it up here, it's never gonna produce. You have to take action. You have to do it. You have to do something. Little steps. If you want to plan a trip or you want to start a new job, start a new career, oh, I want to be engineer, I know nothing about it. Look into colleges, Look into your budget. Can I go to school? Look into your schedule. If you want to leave your job, okay, think, okay, I'll start making money. Start a little side hustle. Start looking at other jobs. It starts with little steps, and often we look at the big picture and we get scared. Okay, I want this. I need to do all that. Man, where do I start? Little steps, one day at a time. Don't think you have to get it all done and boom, one day, 1 week. Baby steps, man, is the way to go. Don't be afraid to take that leap. Number 6, very important, very underrated. And when we're young, we often do not consider this one. Prioritize your health. And I'm saying this one when you're young because a lot of us, I mean, obviously the weed thing is not the worst thing in the world. Yes, it's good that I'm quitting, but there's a lot of people our age that are still smoking cigarettes. They drink damn nearly every day. On the weekends, here and there is fine, but if you're doing 3-4 days a week over a period of years, it's just a fact. You can't argue with facts. It will take a toll on your liver. And nicotines, the vape sticks, right now it's fun. A little buzz here and there, whatnot. But if you keep doing that for a year, yes, it'll take a toll on your life, but you multiply that, you keep doing it for 6 years, you eventually go to cigarettes when you're older. You're heightening your risk of cancer. Think about your future, think about your kids. Do you want to stick along for the long ride? And health as well. It doesn't matter how rich you are. It's something that money cannot buy. Yes, you can get the best doctors and all that, but at the end of the day, cells are set. Like, there's only so much you can do. If you had all the money in the world, but you had the worst couple cancers, worst skin conditions, whatnot, some things will happen dependent on your lifestyle and habits, however you treat your body. So doing little stuff like working out every day, you don't have to do like me, be in the gym 2-3 hours and go crazy. Like what I'm trying to say, you don't have to be bodybuilding or powerlifter, but do cardio, try to do a bit of exercise every day. You got to put in the work. It'll go a long way and you'll thank yourself every day for it. Do not take your health for granted. Number 7, procrastination is the enemy of progress. Whether it's schoolwork or anything else, this will compound and put you so much behind. This is one that I've been struggling with for a long time. I've recently gotten better, but it's hard, especially when you're at your computer. There's so many distractions. You got your phone. One little tip from personal experience that I would say is learn to catch yourself and learn what works for you to minimize procrastination distractions. Focus all in work or all in play or all in relax. Something that I've been trying out recently. There is time for play and a time for work. Attempting to do both at the same time will amount to nothing. You'll half-ass both. You'll barely get any work done, and you won't feel fully relaxed. If your mind or you got that tab open on work, it won't help you at all. You'll have allocated times for both. Number 8, a little bit of a different one. Listen to older/experienced people. They have been through lots and often have something to say. It also brings them joy to have someone just listen to them. Many of them are very lonely. Sometimes when you're young, you think I'm busy, stuff to do when you're at the store, whatnot, and back in my day or whatnot. It's free. It doesn't take much just to listen to their story, wherever it is. I'm not saying take your whole day or a full hour conversation, but like I said, a lot of them are lonely. You don't know what they've been through, and they've done their time, right? I think they've earned at least 2-3 minutes of your time to listen to them. And for experienced people, doesn't have to be older people, but people in your field, people that have gone through stuff. So you don't have to listen to their mistakes that they've learned from. There's no better teacher than experience. So if you're able to avoid some mistakes, as much as you learn the most from going through it yourself, there's no harm done in learning from someone else's experience and knowledge. Number 9, respect goes a long way. This one we kind of touched on a bit before, but that's just in general. Give it and receive it. It's about being courteous. There's not much to say in this one. I just think respect is very important. There's definitely a lack of it, I find, today in a lot of cases. And it's not even an age or a status thing to the people next to you, the people in the subway, the people in the store, opening doors, just saying please, thank you. Those things do go a long way. There's no explaining this. Just be respectful, right? Number 10, it takes more energy to stay mad about something than to let it go. This is a tough one for a lot of people, and I've only recently started to apply this with being positive as much as I can. So I'm going to read you guys a quote. I think it's a really good way to explain how much worse it is to stay mad all day about a little thing that affected you in the morning. Stay mad all day as opposed to just letting it go. It does go a huge way. So this is the story. I did not make this up. It's a perfect way to encapsulate what I'm trying to say. So you have $86,400 in your bank account every day. You wake up with that amount. And someone stole $10 from you, right? Would you be upset and throw all of the $86,390, the remaining money, away in hopes of getting back at that person that took over your $10, or move on and live on? See, we have 86,400 seconds in every day. So don't let someone's negative 10 seconds, so you're on the bus, accidentally shoves you, doesn't say sorry, says something mean on the internet, whatever, spills or, accidentally spills your coffee or whatnot, is rude to you. So would you, that 10 seconds of your day, it's over. After that, if you forget about it, it's done. So that 10 seconds ruin the rest of your day. So the rest of the 86,390. Don't sweat the small stuff. Life is bigger than that. It is a different way to look at it. If there's nothing in your power, and I mean nothing, that you can do about it, there is no point in worrying. There's so many things that happen to me that that's my way of thinking. If there's legitimately nothing in my power that I'm able to do, if I tried everything I could and I spent a day on it, if there's nothing at all, nothing that I can do, no worries. Zero stress. Zero. It doesn't matter. There's nothing I can do. Whether I stress for 10 seconds about it or I stress for a whole week, a whole month, it won't change the outcome of the problem. Let it go. You will live so much better thinking that way. Trust me. And obviously it's not easy. It's something that I'm still trying to get good at a bit. But once you start trying to adapt that method, you'll live a lot better. Number 11, learn to control your emotions. Respond versus react. Young men, like people my age, it's easy to just get mad very easily, letting your emotions take a toll on your actions. So if you're mad at someone or you're sad or you might do something that you'll regret, whether it's a small thing like just throwing something across the room or cracking your phone or, risking harming yourself or others, after the fact, you will regret it. So react would mean react on your emotions right away. Oh, I'm mad. I'm going to send this person that got me mad I'm going to call them names, whatever, then smash my phone. That's going to ruin your relationship, your reputation. It's going to cost you money. Or respond. Take the time, evaluate the situation. Like we said before, is there something you can do about it? If yes, okay, what is the best case? Very rarely should you act on your initial reaction. Number 12, your words have meanings. Whether positive or negative, how you talk to others matters more than you think. Positively, I think it's important and you don't have to gas someone up every day. You don't have to be fake about it, like every day, like, oh, Mike, man, hey, coolest shoes I've ever seen. Mike, you're a cool guy, man. I don't know anyone cooler than you. But if someone's having a bad day, or if you're genuinely like, you know what, like, I'm trying to think of it. Michonne is the first name that came to mind. Michonne, like, hey, I saw your new hairstyle. I really like it. You don't have to go on a whole story 20 minutes, but people will remember the positive things that you say about it. And who knows, Michonne might be having the worst day, and that little compliment will get her there to where she needs to. It might carry her through the day. Who knows? You never know what someone's going through. And negatively is another thing. Yes, it's important to be real with someone and let them know, but there's a degree to that where saying something negative about someone or nagging them about something, they might remember that for the rest of their life. When I would get called small or skinny or whatnot, like, fuck, to this day, like, I'm not even exaggerating. To this day, I could tell you, like, where I was, what I was wearing, exactly the whole scenario. That thing's locked into my brain. People remember negative things you tell them. People will remember how they felt when you told them that thing for years, if not their entire life. Whether good or nice, they will remember it. That's just a fact. Number 13, always be open to new discussions and ideas. You can learn a lot from listening to others speak, especially when you disagree. It's always good to listen to the other side because they might bring a perspective or a side, an opinion, ideas that you might not have thought of. Don't assume that you're right all the time. It'll make you look like an idiot and you might not be right, man. Like, be humble in your opinion and don't be afraid to listen to others speak. Just hear them out. And you literally are what you eat. If you're wondering why, oh man, I'm always tired. I always feel like shit, no energy, whatnot. I don't know what's going on. But you don't work out. You put yourself in stressful situations. You're eating sins all day and ice cream. It's all you eat, your full diet. Well, it makes sense that you feel like butt all day. You are what you put in your body. That's why water is important. Just smile. It's just fact. Just smiling releases positive endorphins, like the feel-good chemical. Sometimes it's okay to just laugh it off. You know what I mean? Like I said, some situations are meant to be taken 100% serious. Just don't be serious all the time. I think, and this is just from me, you'll just be like more pessimistic. most of the time over anything. You just have to be lighthearted at some times, like let your guard down sometimes, right? Around your friends, it's okay to have a character where you are serious about stuff, but like I said, you gotta lighten up sometimes, man. It's not good for the soul to always be on guard and all that. It's just, man, you can't do that all the time. It can get very long. Number 16, positivity is key. Very important, and kind of goes on the don't sweat the small stuff point that I was making earlier. Not always an easy thing to do. That's a fact. It takes a while to get used to. Same as the if you can't do anything about it, don't care. On paper, it's like, oh, that's easy to do. But if you're an anxious person like myself, if you stress easily, if stuff gets to you easily, it's easier said than done to just not worry. If you could not worry about stuff, I'm sure a lot of us would, right? Bringing a positive attitude to any situation, especially a bad one, can make it more bearable. So this applies to, like I said, when you can't do something about it, try to be positive, try to find the positive part in it. Not always easy. In a lot of cases, being positive, going about it in a try to put a smile on is the best thing you can do for that situation. It's better than being miserable and stressing about it, because being positive might be the only thing you can do in that situation, right? It's not easy, but it's something that I've been trying to do a lot recently in my life in general. And I'm being vague because you can apply this to a lot, whether it's small stuff like I forgot to put the garbage at the road, so we gotta wait another week. Is there anything I can do? No. Be positive. All right, let's just not forget it again. Or something terrible like I'm suffering, or a loved one is suffering, they're in the hospital or something. Try to keep a head up, be strong. There's nothing else you can do, right? Like I said, you can either be miserable about it and stress a lot, which I understand is a natural response, or you can try, at least attempt to be positive about it. Number 17, this is a keystone in my current life, and I know I hyped this book up a lot. Power of Habits. I've read this book 3 times by now. I think everyone over the age of 16 should read this book. It's amazing. So The Power of Habit, Why We Do What We Do in Life and Business by Charles Duhigg. Amazing book. Very much an eye-opener. This is something that you cannot argue with. You are what you do every day. This is a fact. If you want to change, look at what you do every day. If you want to lose weight, look at what you're doing. Am I not exercising every day? Am I just going straight to my video games, TV, or the couch when I'm going home? Am I eating junk food? Am I just eating whatever I want? Always socially anxious or, stressed easily? Are you always looking at your phone? Are you always on social media? Do you have low confidence because you're telling yourself that you're not good enough, that you're all this, all that every day? Just look at what you're doing every day. It's the easiest way to change your situation and how you feel. I'll keep repeating it so it gets in your head. Habits build the man. Habits build the man. You are what you do every day. It's self-explanatory. This is going to open a lot of eyes. Once you write down what you do every day, or just a mental count, but writing down will really, really put it into perspective. And then you think, man, I've been in a rut. I've been doing nothing. I've been the same person, same boring job or same whatever position, same place mentally, whatever, that I've been in for the last year, 6 months. Why is that? But you've been doing the same thing, consuming the same things, doing the same routine every week, every month, every whatever. There's your question. If you want to change what you do every day. Change your routine, change your habits, start small. This one, again, not easy at all. Number 18, learn how to deal with stress and anxiety. I'm not a doctor. I don't want to pretend that you can just be positive about it. Some stuff is deep-rooted, some stuff is psychological. Even though it isn't easy, find a way in what works best for you. Whether it is to go talk to a professional, talk to someone. A good way to look at it is like a dark cloud, always casting a shadow, always raining on you. So like I said, I'm not going to pretend that there's a magic pill. Yes, positivity will help for small stress, but for like chronic stress, actual anxiety, get the help that you need. Mental stress is a very overlooked part that a lot of us deal with every day, and it just makes your life harder. I do think it is something to deal with head on. Very, very important and underrated. Bottling things in is the worst thing you can do. Seek the help if you need. Number 19, balance is important in life. Still something that I very much struggle with myself. I'm either workaholic or I'm a lazy bum. But when I'm a lazy bum, I stress about work. I wrote a tweet this morning. I think it was pretty good. I'm gonna read it for you guys. So it goes, work hard, play hard. It's important to have balance and take time to relax. Separately. When working, Be focused 100%. And when relaxing, you're spending time with the loved ones, with friends, you're on vacation, leave the phone, leave the work at home, leave it there. Take the time to relax. Be in the moment, like I was saying earlier, 100%. So when you do get back to work, you'll be refreshed, focused, ready to go. You'll get more done and rest so much more. When I am able to relax 100%, I feel it. I don't have that little, oh, you got so much to do. Yes, I do, but I always do. And right now, we are relaxing. We're, boom, clocking out for the night. Take those couple hours. Yes, it's okay to hustle and get a lot done, but take the time to rest when you need it. Your body, your mind will tell you. Number 20, trying is your superpower. Weird way to say it, but I'll explain it a bit. If you want something, I mean truly want something, a job, success, slash money, whatever, happiness, a position, so back to the job thing, something that you're chasing, like a love interest, whatever, a business venture, whatnot. In the gym, a PR, whatever, a new time, a race, a record, whatever it is, you have to try until you get it. Quitters get nothing. And a lot of us, we quit before we even start. We go in with the mindset like, yeah, like, I guess, like, I'll try. No, I'm doing it and I'm fit and I'm going until it's done. Be that guy that finishes stuff to completion. It is most important to never give up until it comes to fruition. Winners are just losers who never gave up. You can look up stories of famous sports team players, basketball players that wouldn't even make their high school team, but are like all-stars now. Or actors that got rejected so many roles and now are, in the big films. Business owners that their first 5-10 ventures have failed and now they're, billionaires and whatnot. Just don't quit, man, and you will get what you want. Be a winner, right? We're all losers until we win. That's just a fact. You learn when you lose. Just keep going until you win. Keep learning until you win. Number 21, keep your promises. Your word is important. It's not always easy, right? But you should try to only give your word when you know you can keep it. And that goes with being honest, right? If you tell someone you're going to have something done by then or you're going to do something for them, don't tell them you will unless you know for certain that you're able to do it. Your word is important. It's a judge of your character. You want people to trust you because you want to be able to trust them back. It's good for relationships. It's just good for respect in general. Like this one I find is just self-explanatory. I do think it's an important part of life. Number 22, the last one, and this is a good ender because it's don't assume that you know everything. Because a lot of us, right, we got pride. We think we're all that or whatnot, especially when you're younger, but man, you don't know shit. You don't know the other side. There's always something new to learn. Listen to others, be open to new ideas, always try to learn something new, learn the other side, learn why people think that way, try to see stuff from their perspective. This one could also be described as learn to put your pride aside. So that's it for this one. I thought it was a cool idea, right? 22 things that I've learned by 23. As always, thanks for watching till the end. I appreciate each and every one of you that watch, share, whatever, subscribe, like. I genuinely enjoy making these types of videos and just putting my thoughts out there.